This video will cover alginate impressions. The patient's mouth is examined for selecting the proper size impression tray. The mandibular impression tray is placed in the patient's mouth and checked for proper fitting. The tray is replaced in the mouth a second time to double check the fit. The maxillary impression tray is checked to make sure that it is the correct size. The tray is replaced in the mouth a second time to double check the fit. Each tray is sprayed with adhesive. The posterior aspect of the maxillary impression tray is lined with red rope wax. With the proper materials ready, we are ready to mix the alginate. 2 packets of alginate are placed in the mixing bowl. The correct amount of water is added and the alginate is mixed. When properly mixed, the alginate will have a smooth, creamy consistency. Starting with the lower impression, alginate is placed on the occlusal surfaces of the mandibular teeth. The mandibular impression tray, loaded with alginate, is placed in the patient's mouth, and pressure is used to correctly seat the tray. Once the alginate has set, the impression tray is removed. The impression is checked for accuracy. The impression is rinsed, sprayed with disinfectant, and wrapped in a wet paper towel. The procedure is repeated for the maxillary impression. Proper mixing should result in a smooth, creamy mixture of alginate. The tray is loaded with alginate. The tray is gently placed into the patient's mouth. The tray is checked to make sure that it is correctly placed into the patient's mouth. Once the alginate has set, the tray is removed. The impression is checked for accuracy, rinsed, sprayed with disinfectant, and wrapped. The bite registration paste is loaded into the delivery system and a small amount of paste is extruded. With the patient's mouth open, bite registration paste is placed on the occlusal surfaces of the posterior teeth. The patient is instructed to bite their back teeth together. Once set, the bite registrations are removed. The disinfected impression and bite registration are placed in a plastic bag.